Hey everyone, it's Danny G, the Nature Guy tonight, and tonight I'm going to be shooting kind of a different video. I know I got a lot of nature stuff out there and kind of some versatile stuff as well, but tonight I went down to my old garage and cellar and dug up some vintage stuff, some old vintage toys. So from the 80s and possibly from the 70s, and I pulled this out. So this is the coolest thing. This is a small metal locker, and it says key on it, and it's exactly like a locker. It just opens, takes a little bit to open up. Oh, there you go. And I have a bunch of old vintage toys in here. So we're going to take a look at these tonight. I'm going to put these out and describe them to you toy by toy, and I'm going to take a look at them. But you can clearly see that it's literally a locker. And this is so cool. And you can hang your keys up on there. Found these old vintage toys. Some spoons. Cards. I don't know what that is. We'll find out in a minute. This homemade twirler. I'm going to put the video down a little bit. This old vintage twirler, spinner, whatever you want to call it. This was homemade. This is probably somewhere around the 80s. You can see there's a little nail in there. So that's kind of cool. But anyway, this is so cool, this little locker, right? You can just, and it has on the back, you can hang this up on the wall, and it's for your keys. But you can see the rust, not really rust, but wear and tear kind of damage on it. I'm assuming this is from at least the 80s, really. So I thought that was cool, digging around in the old boxes down in the basement. That's so cool. I love that. And it's like metal. I don't think that's tin. That's like good strong metal. So I'll put that aside for a minute, and we'll get right into it now. The first item I have is crayon. So these are just like little crayons. I'm pretty sure you can't get these days. Now, unfortunately, I did go through this before I shot the video, and I tried to look for a date on these, and most of these items don't have a date, but you can clearly see, like, this is definitely from at least the 80s. This one's got a little bit of tape on it. I don't really want to ruin this as well, but we can pull those out. And it's like a little pop case with these little bottles of crayons, and they have all different colors in there. All the different colors. Thought that is so cool, and it came in a little package like that. That's so awesome. Again, I don't know the date on them. Doesn't have any date on them. I thought that was like super cool. Next item is this. Looks like a matchbox. It says zoo on it. And I'm trying to look for a date. It's so hard because the writing is just so small. I can't figure it out. It's zoo. It says zoo. Looks like a little matchbook. And inside, you have these little trees. We should put the camera down a little bit. These little trees. And kind of little post, as it were, I guess. You set that up. I guess it's for little kids. Has your these weird little knick-knack things, little trees. So that was pretty cool. I found that very, very interesting. Kind of play with that for the little. I'm assuming back in the 80s they didn't really have the laws that we have nowadays, so You know, like on a lot of the toys nowadays, it's under 5 or under 2 or under 7, but I'm not seeing any. Oh, this is made. It says made in Western Germany. Wow, this is a German toy. I am actually German. I'm half German, half Newfie, half Irish. So that was really interesting. As soon as I read that, I didn't even notice that when I went through it, though. I don't know if you can see that. My camera is just having trouble focusing. But it does says Germany on there. I thought that was pretty cool. Another one. These ones are pretty cool. These old Christian little teaching books. Now again, there's no date. I don't know how to read these dates. But these are just old kind of teaching Sunday school kind of books. Now they go through it. Thought that was super cool. Humpty Dumpty. But you can clearly see it says My Jesus Pocketbook for Nursery Rhymes. So that's pretty cool. I got one of those there. And again, My Jesus Pocketbook ABCs. Again, there's a barcode on there. If anyone knows how to read these properly, it'd be really cool to find out. I know I'm doing a lot of vintage stuff, some vintage stuff, but I don't really know. And you can go through it. You know, there's the baby Jesus and just stories of the Bible. I'm pretty sure that you can just tell they've been worn. So these are definitely from the 80's. Definitely these two books, these two Sunday school books. And there's another book here as well. I'm pretty sure if you were born in the 70s and grew up in the 80's, you'd know Little Miss with all these characters on here. So this one is Little Miss Shy. I know the people that are watching this, if they've been in the 80's, they know what these are about. You used to go in the library, and there used to be like 100 of them or whatever. This one's Little Miss Shy. I thought that was really cool. And another one. Let's go to these. I got some spoons here. This is a Yogi Bear spoon. You can see it's pretty worn. It's dated. And again, I'm not seeing any date on these, but old Yogi Bear spoon. And I got Snoopy. Little Snoopy fork. Little Yogi Bear spoon. I've seen old spoons like this from different countries and stuff that are old. And they're very, very collectible. I like those. Let's go here. I don't have the actual. Unfortunately, I don't have. If you know this, you'll know what it's called. This is Niagara Falls, and it has these pictures. What are these called again, Lori? Oh, that's it. That's right. Sorry, I was going through the toys so much I actually forgot a Viewmaster. Now, I don't actually, you can see I don't have the Viewmaster, but I have one reel. And again, this is Niagara Falls. If you can see right through them, got the camera up. You probably can't see that, but the old Viewmaster. I had a Viewmaster when I was maybe 10 years old. I had a He-Man one. It's really old. You can see that it's very old. It's been weathered. It's actually turned a different color on the tops of it, and my camera can get that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And who doesn't know an Etch-a-Sketch? But this is a mini Etch-a-Sketch. And now I'm going to try to look for a date. And again, I'm out of luck for finding a date. But that's a mini Etch-a-Sketch. It's a mini one. I thought that was just awesome. That is really, really cool. Oh, I'm surprised that there's no date on it. It says made in China. I know this is really bad lighting, and I'm actually working off my cell phone now. I don't really have proper camera equipment. So I'm just basically going off my phone, and I wanted to show these, so there you go. Now another one here, with this, I have no idea what this is. It's in a little pink basket. I don't want to open it. I actually do want to open it, but I'm not going to pull that out. I apologize. I have to refer to Lori again. The name of this is, I can't even read it because it's in cursive. This is a Mary Kay. That's what it is. It's a Mary Kay. I'm assuming this is like, it's a little rain hat. I don't want to take it out because if you can see how intricate that is, there's no way I'm going to be able to take that out and put it back in properly. And I want this to stay kind of the way it was. So it's a Mary Kay, and I'm pretty sure this is from the early 80s. The little Mary Kay, that's pretty cool. It's for the girls, eh? I guess. And I have this. This is a little bag of kind of random stuff. Now, as soon as I saw this, I just loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. And when we went to the dentist in the 80s, they give you these, oh, there we go. They give you these kind of necklaces with little teeth on them. And the little teeth open up, and you put your teeth in there. I'm not going to discuss the teeth. I don't know whose teeth those are, but back in the 80s, they used to do that, and you'd be able to take it home when you're a little kid, and you'd have a little tooth in there, and you'd hang it around your neck, and I guess the little tooth fairy would come and give you $1 or whatever, but I thought that was so cool that, like a little molar tooth, there's 2 in there, and there's some other things in there as well that you get at the dentist, a little chest. I'm not going to go through that. Well, maybe I'll just check it out for a second, but I used to get these little, kind of like a little pirate chest. I'm assuming there's teeth in there as well. I'm not going to open it because I don't want to ruin the value of it. I don't want to, because these are memories, and I don't want to take everything out too much. I just wanted to show you. Now I have old CocaCola. Now this one actually does have a date. Now this is not that old. It's 1994, but that's old enough. That's old enough. I just want to take 1 or 2 out and see how that. You can see. Now Coca-Cola, anybody knows that Coca-Cola is the vending machines, the pop machines. It's very, very collectible. I hope maybe potentially in maybe 10 to 15 years this might be collectible. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of these toys may be collectible. Now, they're not really worth too much, but they are very old, and I do really love that kind of stuff. And the last one I'm going to show you is this. This is made in China. It's a Victory. Now this is a harmonica. And again, I don't know why, but there's absolutely no writing or no date on it. There's no date, no writing, no nothing. But this is just old harmonica. I don't know how to play the harmonica, but I thought the graphics were pretty cool. See that? That's awesome. It's just an old harmonica. I'm pretty sure that's from the 80s. I haven't seen these in a while. The writing is Chinese. I have no dates. So we'll put that back in. And so that was just absolutely so cool. Just a bunch of random 80s toys. I found very interesting. My last toy is going to be this old, I'm assuming this is Hot Wheels maybe. This is Tiny Toons, and this is 1988. And it's Tweety Bird in a little bug, I'm assuming. So I've looked online a little bit, and a lot of these old little cars are very, very collectible. Now this one is actually not in good shape at all. The wheels are a little hinky, and if you can see on his hood, says, I taught putty cat. If you can read that, I read it. So he's got a little green scarf on. Like I said, a lot of these are really, really collectible. I watch a lot of American Pickers, and I see it all the time. These little toys can be up to hundreds, even thousands of dollars. They're just really, really collectible. So I thought that was pretty cool. I put that on my nightstand and just kind of appreciate, you know, the old vintage toys. I thought that was amazing. So there you go. That's my video tonight, guys. Just going through some old vintage toys, lots from the 80s. Obviously, you can see the Etch-a-Sketch, the books. A lot of them are from the 80s. Unfortunately, I don't have dates on them. So it's potentially, these could be from the 70s as well. So, well, that's my shtick for tonight. And I'm hoping to get back into maybe showing some of this vintage stuff. I have another video on about old vintage cans. Tobacco cans and oil cans and beer cans. So I like this kind of content. I think it's interesting. Hopefully in the future I'll be doing some interesting things. So if you like this video, I appreciate the comments. I love you guys. And like, comment, you know, share, do whatever you want. And we'll see you next time. This is Danny G. Thanks, guys. Love yous. God bless.